Cliff here. Today we're going to take a look at one of the first videos I did and remake that video. The first video was dull to hair shaving sharp in 3 minutes, I think it was. Today we're going to actually use this machine that we updated the other day. I'm going to take and put it on a brick, and then we're going to go ahead and see if we can sharpen it in under 1 minute. I'm going to stop and pause the timer at each step, and we're going to see under the microscope what this edge looks like, and definitely we'll be able to get it done in under a minute. Hang on, let me get it set up and we'll get going. Thanks. Okay, for today's experiment and demonstration, we have one brick, one knife, one sharpening machine. This is the Rikon 161 VS variable speed. I always just run it at the lowest speed. It's about 2,000 RPMs. The belt is one of the ceramic abrasives. It's the 120 grit ceramic abrasive that we do sell on our website, along with other sharpening supplies. We're always adding new things there. We have a timer today, and then we have our USB microscope that we'll be taking a look at what the edge looks like. So step one, look away if you're squeamish, kids. Yes, I know. It makes my kids squeal too. So one of the first things I learned from Cliff Stamp is if you can see light reflecting off an edge, it is dull. And that is roughly dull. All right, and let me go ahead and we'll take a quick zoom in and we'll take a look at what this looks like under the scope. Okay, here's our edge under magnification, and you can see just how flat that is. That's a great example. When you can see light reflecting off of it with your visible eye, this is what that edge looks like up close. And so that is a blunt edge, and then we'll go ahead and we'll start the timer and start the sharpening process. Okay, ready, set, go. That was 18 seconds. Let's take a look at what that looks like under the scope. Okay, this is going to look pretty jagged and rough, even though we were going edge leading. But the thing you'll notice when you come up over the top is we've now, that plateau, that flat spot on top is gone. We've actually removed the damage in 2 or 3 swipes, and we've essentially re-apexed or rough profiled the blade. And that's all there is to it. Let's go ahead and do the refinement step and start the timer again. Ready, set, go. Okay, timer started. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. Okay, second step, that was a Trizac belt, approximately 600 grit. And this refined the edge that fast. Now you can see that top apex is a lot less jagged and rough. There is still some tooth formation left, but any of the loose material is pretty much gone at that point. And we're down right there, and that was 4 passes, I think, give or take. It was under 20 seconds to do that. Okay, and let's go ahead and we'll finish off with the stropping step, and we'll see what kind of result we get. Before we do the stropping step, just a quick moment to talk about this. The edge that's on there is not a wire edge. It's not a loose burr edge. It's actually got a fairly strong ridge line or scratch pattern. That's going to give it a very toothy edge. It's a little more aggressive and still a little looser than I like to make them. This will definitely bite into your thumbnail. This will slice, super slicer, but I like to take those light little edges, and you could still see a little glint of the ridge line where it's reflecting back. I like to bring that together while still trying to maintain some of the tooth. And that's just a quick touch up. If you wanted to keep it extra toothy, you could just do a quick strop on a hand strop. You could do several different things. You could just leave it just like that, and it's bitey. I mean, it's cutting right in, and if we had a tomato, you would see that. It's super slicey. But let's go ahead and I'm going to start the timer again. I think we're at 39-40 seconds so far. We'll just do one final couple passes with a leather or a felt belt. I'm going to use a leather, and we'll see what kind of final edge we get, and we'll do a little testing with it. Okay, hold on, be right back. Okay, I'm going to start here in just a second, but before I do, just another quick word. I'm still going to run this. I'm actually going to run the speed up a little higher on this step because I don't want it to roll that edge over. And this does not have reverse. This machine doesn't. So in order to strop, you have to hold the blade the opposite direction down so that you're going edge trailing away. If you ever try to go into a blade like a leather or a felt blade, it will bite it, kick it, throw it, hurt you badly. Caution is strongly advised. And I lost my timer. Hold on. We got it. We're in. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fire this up. And we're going to go ahead and start the timer. It should be just 2 or 3 passes. Okay, timer's going. I'm not pushing hardly at all. Barely, like butterfly, just lightly touching it. And that is 58 seconds, under a minute. Just so there's no shenanigans or trickery. Oh yeah, look at that. That is hair shaven sharp. Let's go ahead and, can you zoom in on the hair? I don't have much hair left. How about right here? Okay. Okay. Let me okay, shoot. I left the knife there so you don't think I did anything. Alright, so this is what that edge, and that was 1 minute. It's still got a nice slice to it, a little bit of drag. It's shaven hair, I mean really shaven hair. Hopefully that shows up. And it's slice and phone book. That's push cut right there. Okay, let's take a look at what that looks like under the microscope, and then we'll finish up. Okay, here we are taking a look at that edge, and if we come up over the top, you can still see. Anyway, so if you come up over the top, there shouldn't be anything really reflecting back at us. This is looking straight down over the top. That's a very light stropping, and you can already see that we're losing some of the bite right through there where it's actually honing that off. Now if you have a wheel, like a cardboard wheel or a buffing wheel, MDF wheel, any of the, you're gonna buff the tooth off almost instantly. Keeping and managing your tooth so you get the proper bite is one of the critical steps. That was it. That was just a quick video showcasing how far we've come from the very first video I ever did. It was probably the first one I did, and it was when I very first got my Harbor Freight 1x30, the dull to hair shaving sharp in 3 minutes. That was with a stock Harbor Freight 1x30, very fast motor. Didn't go into very much depth about what was going on. Today we took a machine that operates at a slower speed, a much more manageable speed, and basically did the same steps, but we're able to eliminate a few of the steps to make the process go even faster. This entire process is something I hope to go into in more advanced depth and precise detail in future videos. Today was just really just a fun one, just to show what happens and get warmed up again on using the microscope and get to share something with you guys. So hopefully you liked what you saw. If you do, please subscribe, hit the bell button, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks you guys. Aloha.